Today let's talk about this lens, the Yaska ML 24mm f2.8. I'm Danny from Retro35.com and I'm a vintage lens trader in Japan. Therefore, I had privilege of taking photos with many different vintage lenses in the past 5 years, and I couldn't stop my curiosity, my passion for them, because I love their characteristics very much, such as dreamy bokeh, vintage look, special color rendition. Besides, every single vintage lens carries its own stories or imperfection that normally nowadays lenses often lack. And moreover, not only about capturing a photo, sometimes I have to repair lenses, or sometimes I have to clean optical system before using them, or sometimes I have to find a way to use some specially strength lenses. And I would love to share my own opinions, my experiences about those lenses I have ever tried or investigated. And likewise, today I'm gonna share with you my own opinions and experiences about this lens. And by the end of this video, I have an important warning for you. If you want to buy this lens, just make sure you check that information before buying it. And right now, let's jump into the detail. In terms of the design, I love the design of this lens, all about, the weight, the size, the balance, and the ergonomics. And this lens typically features a robust all-metal body with the CY mount, contact Yaska mount, and very well engineered aperture ring and focus ring. The operation of these rings are very responsive, precise, and smooth. So all I can tell you about my feeling for the design and the build quality of the lens are very comfortable, durable, reliable, and solid. When talking about the optical performance of a camera lens, people normally discuss on the sharpness, clarity, contrast, chromatic aberration, vignetting, glaring, flaring, etc. But actually in this video, I ain't gonna focus too much on those parameters. Instead, I'm gonna exemplify the optical performance by showing you some photo samples and footage that I have taken with the lens. And then we discuss directly on those samples. But at first, I want to spend some time to talk about the lens flare, because I'm really impressed with the ridiculously strong flaring on this lens. Of course, we can absolutely control the flaring by either using the lens hood or by changing our capturing angle. But actually in this video, I want to show you the original photo samples and footage that I have taken with the only bare lens. That meant I use only the lens with the mount adapter from Metabones without any built-in optical system or without any filters or lens hood, because I want to show you how strong the flaring is on this lens. And right now, let's jump into the detail. Now let me show you, the flare is very strong. Ridiculously strong. And here is another example about the flare or glare. When try to take a picture or take a video in the strong illumination light or backlight like this. But somehow, sometimes flares give very nice effect and And here I don't use any ND filter or CPL filter to reduce the light, but yeah, because I want to show exactly how the lens behave, how the lens act with the strong illumination light. And right now on this footage, I would like to zoom in around 6 to 11 times, try to show you the distortion and chromatic aberration. And in my opinion, what I can tell you about a chromatic aberration and distortion on this lens is not that much and very well controlled. In terms of the sharpness, bokeh, and color rendition, in my opinion, this lens can deliver really sharp imagery right at f2.8, and the sharpness tends to be more decent at f4, and the lens can render photos with really pleasing bokeh and a bit vintage, warm color tones. But overall, the image quality is really impressive for such no lens. Besides, I really love the contrast images in black and white, but actually I don't know how to express my feeling for that. And the best way I can do right now is to show you some more monochrome photos and to let you put your own opinion on them. Alright, that's it. That's all I want to share with you about the optical performance of the lens. And so, should I recommend the lens for you or should you buy it? Of course, the answer is absolutely yes. But just make sure you, in a nutshell, you buy the lens together with an original lens caps like this. Why? I'm gonna tell you right now. But at first, let me focus on the front element of the lens. And the answer is the front element nearly interfere with the the filter thread surface. You see? I don't know if you can see it or not. Maybe I try to use another angle. But actually I can measure right here the front element to the distance from the front element to the surface of the filter thread remains around 1 millimeters. So in case you use the universal center pinch lens cap like this, it may cause some scratches or damages on the front element surface. And that's why the lens accompanied with the original outer lens caps like this. This is an outer lens cap. And I assure you, this lens caps is tailor-made just for this lens only, so it's made very difficult to find or to buy separately on the market right now. And just make sure you buy the lens with the original lens caps. I don't know why the lens were designed by that way, but actually maybe the engineer didn't want to prolong the filter thread to along the one because they want to reduce the vignette of the lens because this is a wide angle lens. But actually I'm not sure, it's just my opinion. And I have another question for you, just in case you cannot buy the lens with an original lens cap, so what should you do? Actually I have a solution for that also by using this one. This is the step-up ring, and this step-up ring is from, you see here, 62 to 67, And right now let me try to install the step-up ring to the top of the lens. And after installation, I assure that the distance from the front element to the cap, the lens caps, is remained a little bit further or longer, so I can use the caps, the universal center pinch caps, without any problem. And that's all I want to share with you about this lens. If you find some useful information on this video, just share the video. And it must be my big pleasure if you can subscribe to my channel. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching until now. Bye bye. Action, action, action. After checking the photo,
Okay.
I'm gonna take a picture with this bridge, and again also oh, this is nice one. I wanna take a picture of this one.